Every journey's got to start somewhere. And our journey's starting again at the Motel Desert Shore. Welcome back, everyone. We're playing more Alan Wake. It's been a little while, but I still remember what happened. We went through a cycle and discovered that Mr. Scratch has the ability to reset time, or rather, reverse time. Yeah, reset time. He's effectively put us in a giant time loop. And everything we have done to get out of the loop, he has undone. So I guess we have to figure out how to get out of it. Now I wonder, will this still open? Yes, it will. Okay. So we can pick up SMG things again. Emma, who died. Maybe we can save her. She died in the previous cycle because she didn't stay in the light. Not entirely by her will.
You. I guess all of it really happened.
You remember me?
Kind of. I felt weird all day, like I could almost remember a dream I had, and then just before sunset, I remembered the page.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go get those things again.
Not all of them. I went out and got them. Well, most of them. I felt stupid at first, but then it was getting dark, and those things started showing up.
I have to get pages again?
Battery. It ran into the railroad tunnel. There was no way I was gonna follow him in there. Sorry.
It's good you didn't. You should be careful. I mean, really careful.
Yeah, I kind of remember something. Something bad happened to me, didn't it?
Forget it. It doesn't have to happen again, okay? Just do what I say.
Yeah, okay. God, this is too weird. Am I going crazy here? Just go get that battery.
I don't think you're going crazy. This is just this dream reality.
Try to stay calm. You're perfectly sane. We're caught in a time loop. That's why this is happening again.
I believe you. God, I feel like I might just lose it any second now. How come you're not freaking out over this?
Because on my personal weird shit-o-meter, this just doesn't rate.
Look, I know something happened to me before.
You're gonna be okay, if you just keep cool, okay? Thanks for getting this stuff for me. It's a big help.
I hope so. Are you gonna make everything blow up at the oil field again?
I have to.
Well, whatever the hell else you might be, at least you're not boring.
Alright, so I guess I have to go get all my manuscript pages again.
To change reality, you nudge.
So that kind of sucks. But at the very least, Emma went out and grabbed all the things for us. I don't want to use the nail gun.
That'll save time.
So, can I open this? Okay, I have the ability to open that. Cool. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to run. I forgot the run button. So yeah, I guess that's just how the difficulty of this game goes. It's just you lose some pages and you have to go get them again. There's a manuscript page in here somewhere, I think. Alright, well. Our current quest is to go find a battery. It looks like the shadows at least remember that that battery was integral in me doing the thing. Oh, the TV's back. Oh wait, there's a page nearby. Incredibly nearby.
Night Springs doesn't exist. It's a fictional town from the TV show I used to work on. It was Any Place USA, a place we used as a backdrop for whatever strange story we had that week. One of the stories I wrote for the show involved a man, the champion of light, fighting his evil double, the herald of darkness. It was something I'd written back in the real world, something I had a link to, a framework I could build on. I had adapted it into a new story. This story.
So, presumably, he remembered this story and wrote it into this story that he's in. But would the act of him writing this current story cause his past self to make the framework story? Is this like a Song of Time? Not a Song of Time, a Song of Storm situation? Probably. I wonder what happens on the TV if it's still the same.
Okay. So this chick just came up to me and said she's my biggest fan. I know. They all say that, right? And she's giving me the eye. So I make a couple of moves. We have a couple of drinks. And then things start happening. But I say I have to go to the bathroom first. Uh-oh, right? She's got no idea. Watch this.
This is creepy.
Priceless.
And presumably she heard Mr. Scratch saying all of this into the mic, into the camera.
That's nice.
I thought you'd like that. Are you tense? You feel a little tense.
Maybe a little. I had a crappy day.
Yeah?
Don't worry, it's improving real fast.
Yeah.
Hey, don't stop. It's just getting good.
Watch this. Yeah! Did you see that? Oh man!
Just
Did you see her?
a sick fuck.
It's in our nature to imagine, to turn fantasies into legends, to be storytellers. But on a rare occasion, the line between fact and fiction, imagination and reality, becomes hopelessly blurred, and nowhere can vividly as in Night Springs.
Okay, they definitely made Mr. Scratch as unlikable as possible. God. I might cut that short a bit in editing. Ooh, crossbow ammo. I have full ammo, but I want this flare. Okay. It's very oh, there's another page I can get, I think. Oh, there it is. What is this?
Now Night Springs is in Arizona, although not for long. It's in Arizona because whatever the town that has become Night Springs is really called is located near one of the thin, worn places in the world where dreams and reality flow together and life is always a little strange. Perfect analogy for Night Springs. I can't return to the real world. I've tried, but I'm operating on dream logic, forcing the door open a crack so I can slip through. I can enter the strange little town of Night Springs. All I did was put it in Arizona for one night.
Okay. So that explains why Night Springs is like a town now. That's pretty cool. He just glued it into Arizona, as if Arizona didn't need stranger things happening.
Well, this should be perfectly safe.
Yeah, going into a cave with huge spider webs is always safe, Mr. Wake. Absolutely nothing wrong here. You know, I've actually been in a few caves. Not like spelunking, like hardcore, but like I've done a few cave tours. I remember doing one. I remember going to a cave tour of Mammoth Cave. Nothing really too impressive, I should say, other than just like all the rock graffiti, I should say. Oh. Oh. Oh, spider. Oh, shit. No. I killed you. Why is... Ow. Why is this, like, not dying? Hello? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna leave that spider alone. Apparently I can't fight it.
Now I just need her to charge this up.
Oh shit. Okay. Is that gonna be a big ass spider? I can't, like, defeat them. For some reason, they're just not being defeated. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. Okay, I don't like these big ass spiders jumping at me. I'm just gonna go. It's not gonna stand for that. Ooh. Oh, whoa, they're everywhere. Okay, Mr. Wake, just, don't get tired, please. Keep running. Keep running. I once watched a documentary, like, talking about insects from, like, super way back in the past, like, Carboniferous era? Like, basically, like, dinosaur-like times, but not exactly dinosaur times. And it was like, oh yeah, these insects were like super huge and massive, and like they were like the #1 predators, and they were like if there were spiders like the size of a human head, which existed back then, nowadays like all of humanity would go extinct. And those spiders are definitely the size of a human head. So yes, if those existed IRL, I would immediately die.
I found the battery.
Okay, I'll charge it.
How did
Here. Try not to get killed.
Okay. I'm gonna take care of this. Try to stay calm.
Look, what if you stay here with me, please?
I'm sorry, but if I don't deal with this, no one else will.
Ugh, yeah, I guess. It's just that this is getting really creepy. I believe this is real, but I don't understand any of it. I'm getting scared. I can't believe you're so calm.
I get scared, but I've had a lot of time to get used to it. That helps. The guy who looks like me is the reason this is happening. I caught up with him, but he swept me back here.
Back in time.
Yeah, it's a trap. We'll be doing this forever unless I can break out of it.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm working on it. I came prepared, but things got kind of scrambled when I arrived. I'm tracking down the things I need.
Yeah, well, feel free to climb back into your DeLorean or whatever it is you do.
Okay, well, Mr. Wick, things have to change. You can't just keep doing the same thing over and over and expect to change.
Okay, people, it's Eddie Rodman here with a few hours to kill, and there's nobody I'd rather spend them with. Nobody else in the whole world.
You sound like the radio show host from the
That'll
first
land
game.
me in hot water when I get back home, won't it? Well, just in case my wife is listening, and you always are, aren't you, baby? Let me tell you, you are the exception, honey, and the prettiest lady I ever saw at a boot. But I'd really like to spend some quality time with you listeners, because, well, tonight's one of those nights. You're sitting in the studio and you kind of forget how long it's been or what day it is. You just sit here and go through the motions. You might as well have been here forever. You keep talking, but you don't even know what you're saying. It's like you're on automatic. You can't stop the ride and get off. It's times like these that I really wish that somebody had just called in and relieved my boredom. How about it? Anybody? Come on, now, help a fella.
I don't know if that will entice people to call. I mean, I would if I heard a radio station say like, "I'm bored, I want to talk to someone. Here's our number, call it." I would think about it. I would think about calling it, but I wouldn't call it. If nothing changes, then this is just the same thing over and over again, which will help literally no one, Mr. Wake. Let's go visit the diner. Oh, there's a page here. Okay, well, I can't get over that. Oh, well, he can extend an arm.
With all the herbs, crystals, and the rest of her new age paraphernalia, Emma Sloan had been called a hippie and a freak and worse. It was that small town mentality. She was a female mechanic, and even in 2011, there were always going to be backward shit kickers who thought that was a hoot. She didn't mind. She could deal. She could take any engine apart, even the new ones with all the computers in them. Turned out that these boys were awful polite while waiting for her to put them back together.
Wait, does Emma just like take apart the cars of people that make fun of her? Because if she does, then more power to her. That's really kick ass. Okay, can't get in there. I don't see a page in there, nor do I see what a page blip on my mini map. So I think we're good over here. Oh, hello there. It's been a bit since we've had actual combat. Still got it. Oh, there's a page blip over here. And I see it right here.
Mr. is a twisted copy of me, powerful and dangerous. But I know I can fight him. I don't think anybody else can. They don't understand what he is, what he represents, or that all the horrible things he does here are almost insignificant compared to what he will unleash on Earth given the chance. But I've survived the dark place, and it has taught me things. How to cope, how to stay sane when the world goes crazy. He's 2 steps ahead of me, but I can find him, and I believe I can stop him.
Yeah, Mr. Wake, you stop Mr. Scratch. Clear the oil field of enemies. Oh god, birds. Wait, there's a page over here I need. There's a page.
I don't make friends easily. I know plenty of people, but I don't let most of them close. I've known Barry Wheeler ever since we were little boys. We had the time of our lives. I'd get us in trouble, and he'd talk us out of it. Things haven't changed that much now that we're grown-ups. He's the most loyal and dependable person I've ever met, and all the things that count anyway. You could call him a weasel, and you wouldn't be entirely wrong. You could call him a clown, and I would reluctantly agree. But he has never let me down.
Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't like that the birds can merge into a being now. I'm just gonna get back to the safe haven and then restart this. I don't want to deal with those. Okay, disappear. Go away. Get going. Get. Oh, they don't leave. Okay. So the safe haven is literally just to, it's literally just to heal my health. Okay. Alright, well, let's pick this up. I wonder why they're not dying to my shots anymore. Okay, there we go. Taken care of. Alright, back up to the oil field. Alright, more birds. Honestly, I think the birds are a little bit more important to deal with. Ah! Okay, okay. Ow! Ow! Oof! Ah!
Well, here we go again. Better get ready to run.
Okay, I am low on health. I hope I will get all of it back. Or not. Check manuscript. Wheel was in place, oil was flowing, battery was attached, lights were blinking, CD was playing in the boombox. Okay. So let's place the valve. Let's start the oil flow. Play the CD. I have a feeling that this is not correct. I have a feeling Mr. Scratch did something here. I'm gonna have to mute this again. There's just something funny about just a satellite suddenly descending because, oh no, writer man put very specific things together. Oh, he's already running for me. Okay, thank you. One less thing I have to worry about. Oh, can't go that way. Okay. Oh shit. No, 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 no. Okay. Uh, I have to be careful. I am on my last blip of health. And I am going to go down.
She'll be in trouble. Better hurry.
She is going to be in trouble. And of course, the safe haven's gone.
Coming!
I knew something bad was gonna happen to me!
It's not the bad thing! Nothing!
Okay. If I use the crossbow, they just immediately die.
Just keep your head down!
There's too many of these guys here. Okay. No, don't split apart. Oh, or not, I guess. Oh shit, I'm out of ammo. Ho ho! Huh? Okay, I need ammo. Come on, give me the ammo. Okay, okay. The flare makes seeing anything very difficult. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay.
It's okay.
Oh, I had a flare gun this whole time. That would have been so helpful to have used. But I'm an idiot and didn't use it.
I got a really bad feeling about all of this.
I'm gonna need those keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for the same company, you know. What's at the motel?
A dead body.
There's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into the Mount Redtooth Observatory.
God, that's awful. Hey, you wanted to know about the guy who looked like you, didn't you?
The last time you said he had a party, but you didn't go.
No, that's not true. I did go. It was really great at first, and then I didn't see it myself, but I hear he turned nasty. He hurt a bunch of guys pretty bad, and there was this girl, she died. But I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so charming.
And then he went to the diner.
That's right. I wasn't involved. I wasn't involved with that at all. I don't know what happened.
Fine. I need to check out these motel rooms. In the meantime, you stay here, okay? I'm serious. Keep the lights on and stay here.
Yeah, okay. You got it. I sure hope you're right about this.
But staying here is what got her killed, right? Or did she turn off the lights?
You're gonna stay here this time, right?
Because the last time I didn't, and that thing, whatever it is, happened to me.
Yeah. I don't want you to get hurt again.
Don't worry, I'm gonna stay put. I don't remember what happened exactly, but I learned my lesson.
Good. It doesn't have to happen exactly the same way this time around. You proved that much when you went out and got those things for me. I think you're gonna be okay.
Let's hope you're right.
Okay. So I guess she stupidly left and just...
This wasn't supposed to happen again!
The memory of her own face haunts Emma Sloan.
Oh,
and
shit.
fills her with dread. This time, she does as she's told. It's not enough to save her.
Damn it. How am I going to save her? I'm going to have to save her somehow. Right, but I want this manuscript page. Give it to me.
Alice and Barry, my wife and my best friend, are easily the two most important people in my life, and they've never really gotten along with each other. I suppose both of them resent the other's intrusions into what they considered their domain. After I was gone, they maintained an uneasy truce. My book stayed in print, still selling, the licensing machine churned away. She was my wife and controlled the intellectual property. He was my agent and took care of the business. I wish they found more common ground than that.
That sounds like a sad relationship that they have. Being forced into being amiable with each other because you have a writer friend in common that vanished. Open, and then there's the dead guy here. If I get the observatory keys, will it just take me out of this area? Yes. Oh, I could have gone and explored the diner.
It's said that nobody knows what the future might bring, but for this man, it's no longer entirely true. A weaker man might simply give up, but the champion of light is an expert on destiny. Sometimes the puppet and puppeteer can be one and the same.
Alright, back to the observatory. Let's hope that lady's still safe. I don't think anything bad happened to her last time, though.
Mount Redtooth, its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether.
What if I just leave? Alright, it gets too dark for me to leave. Alright, well, here we are.
As history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
I better
And I know
find Dr.
just where
Meadows'
it
car.
is.
That's where the camera should be.
What the hell is this? Flare gun ammo, yes please. Don't want the shotgun. Crossbow ammo, yes please. Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, they're just lining up for me. Oh god. Get me out of here. Oh, darkness grenades. Lovely. Stop that. Okay. I was not expecting to be immediately assaulted, but here we are. Need this. Man, I need health. Ooh, another page.
When Dr. Rachel Meadows got the call from Michael, telling her to hurry to the observatory, she didn't waste any time. It had been a nice party. She'd had a good time, but her social life would always play second fiddle to the mysteries of space. Michael never showed up, of course. He pulled over at the wrong rest stop. She never even thought about him at the time. The phenomenon in the sky above her was too fascinating.
He did pull off at the wrong rest stop. Alright, well, let's go pick up the camera part. I'm remembering watching a speed run of this game a few years back, and I'm just getting vague recollections of what I have to do. Don't throw your darkness grenades at me. Okay, that works. Whoa! Oh! Hey! You stop throwing shit. Come on. That's littering. Oh, there's a page right here.
There are places where our world is worn thin and another reality brushes against ours. One such site is Cauldron Lake near Bright Falls, Washington. But there are others. That other reality is dark, vast, and malleable, always in flux. In its depths dwell vast forces and alien energies. They're dangerous. But in one of these places, if you know how, you can channel the power of that place and use it to shape reality.
That's exactly what you're doing here, Mr. Wake. Oh, let's pick up this manuscript page and try not to fall out of
The
bounds.
darkness rose from the depths of Cauldron Lake and took Alice. It needed words. It needed me to write its way into our world. She was leverage, a hostage. I complied, but with a twist. I put in a loophole that gave me a chance to fight back. I was hunted by shadowy enemies, but I faced the darkness. I fought it with light. I drove it back. I saved Alice, but it came with a cost. I was trapped in the dark place below Cauldron Lake.
Yeah, you were. And you're probably still trapped there now. Chair! Chair magazine! So I wonder, should I run back up to the observatory or should I take a closer look around? How many manuscript pages do I have?
The atmosphere in the projection booth at the drive-in was charged, almost unreal. Despite that, the air felt cool and refreshing this late at night. It'd been a hot day. The summer was nearing its end, but it wasn't over yet.
Yeah, I need to find more manuscript pages. I need like 7 more. And I think this rewriting reality page is what I need to figure out how to. Oh no, not the birds again! Get out of here! Okay, I need to touch that safe haven soon. Alright, safe haven touched. Bird fuck killed. I don't have to worry about them for the time being. Everything is happening largely the same. Oh my god, these birds. Oh, I don't have the ammo to deal with these. But I don't feel like using my crossbow. But there's a page right here. Ah. Ah.
Stories come naturally to us. We can't help it. There are many different worlds, many competing realities within our heads, fueled by books, television, even barely remembered childhood tales. There's an endless supply of fictional concepts more familiar to us than anything or anyone real. We have a far greater connection to the fictional characters we know and love than the random people we pass on the street. Our destinies and inspirations are shaped by lies, myths, and fables.
I really didn't want to have to use a crossbow bolt, but I had to get that off me. Alright, safe haven. And then we go in. Although, I do want to explore around a little bit more. There has to be more pages somewhere, right? Over here. Which is good timing for finding it.
The Taken may well be the tool the darkness favors over any other. At some point, they used to be human, but whatever humanity they once had is long gone. Now they're just shells covered and filled by darkness. The Taken Mr. throws at me are more grotesque and varied than the ones I first encountered in Bright Falls. But I know how to deal with them. I'd be lying if I said they don't frighten me. But I've survived worse. I can't let them stop me.
You have survived worse. That thing, big crop harvester thing that drove at you to run you over. He's taken or nothing.
It's you. How dare you? No, wait. It isn't you, is it?
It's me.
I suppose you'd better come in. I'll unlock the door.
Thanks.
She's so forgiving. Oh, another TV.
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that.
I don't think you do.
Like this. Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic.
So Mr. Scratch is just
Speaking of classics,
a murderer.
you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once you're wrist deep in somebody. The blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me. I know what you're thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know, the messy jobs. I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff.
How many people has he killed at this point?
Okay, now, guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet? I want you to understand that. I take pride in what I do. We can't both be worthless hacks, can we?
Wow, that's rich coming from you, Mr. Scratch. Mr. Wake creates stories. You just end them.
You'll have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
It has.
I have the replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed.
Before we do that, I need ammo. This is very important, Doctor. Thank you. Because there is going to be a battle. And there's nothing I can do to prevent it, unfortunately.
I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Yes, that's right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
Alright, time to go tell the good doctor what's going on. I don't mind. I like having lore dumps. Info dumps. I like talking with the NPCs, figuring out what's going on.
Hello.
I don't quite know what's going on, but I seem to remember having had this encounter before.
We're in a
It's
time
not
loop.
deja vu, Doctor. This has happened before. We're caught in a time loop.
That's utterly insane. How could that be?
I can't really explain it. I suppose I could call it magic.
I don't believe in magic.
Neither do I, but I can't argue with what I've experienced. Listen, what matters now is the signal. The last time we only caught a part of it. I need the rest of it. Whether you believe me or not, you want to look into this as much as I do, right?
Yes. All right.
I realize that you have trouble believing this.
That's an understatement. I can't deny that what you say resonates with me on some level I don't pretend to understand.
But for all I know, I'm simply delusional.
But it's not just you. I've experienced the same thing as you. Doesn't that prove something, at least?
Maybe. On the other hand, given your appearance, and the fact that you're trying to convince me that I'm not insane, perhaps you're merely a hallucination that accompanies my delusions.
You're not having a psychotic episode, Doctor. For what it's worth, I'm a skeptic by nature. I completely understand your reluctance to believe me.
There are people caught so deep in their psychosis that they retroactively manufacture memories and beliefs that conform to the situation at hand.
Sure, but you have to stop second-guessing yourself at some point, if you want to get something done.
Okay. I like how she was like, well, I need you to tell me what's going on here because this doesn't make any sense. And we tell her what's going on and she's like, I don't want to believe that because if I do, then I'll be insane. Like, Doctor, things are insane right now. That's fine. I'm a wild man running around with a flashlight and an Uzi. I already know what needs to be done. How could I not know? Or how could I know that if we haven't gone through this before? Wherever it is. It's like right over here-ish. Oh, right there. Give me this page.
After my disappearance, they thought I was dead. I might as well have been. I know it's been 2 years. I know Alice has moved on. I've tried to find a way back to her, back to my life, but escaping the dark place is almost impossible. Time does strange things here, but dreams and radio signals can pierce the veil between the worlds. I catch glimpses and echoes of the world. Sometimes I send messages out. I can only pray that they hear them.
Okay, so you have tried to get in contact with Barry and Alice before. Fortunately not too successful, but like given the situation I can understand why. I'm keeping my eye out for any open pages either. So I think I only have 23 left to gather. Oh, is that truck haunted? I don't want the truck to be haunted. I shot him in the dick. Easy. Although I do need a crossbow ammo soon. I've used 10 shots already. Going to just re-up on my ammo supplies here. I wonder how difficult it would be to... I see. You appear to be trapped in there, sir. You can just stay in there.
These beams hate the light. Am I
Can you
correct?
hear me? I think we're good to go.
Turn on the lights and secure the area that way. All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
Oh, I have cars thrown at me now. Oh, that's so nice.
I guess they didn't like that.
Oh, I love that. That's so great. It's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted a car to just throw itself at me. Whoa!
Mountain's trying to kill me.
Okay, well, from what I remember of the observatory, Mr. Wake, that gave you a lot of information you probably, Mr. Scratch probably didn't want to give you. What a good cut-in. What? It's fine. Whoa, dodge. Okay. Okay, so I just press this button and I'm fine. Oh god! Yeah, you can't get in here. He gave me a final love tap before I got in. At 2 health.
It's working. Please, come up here.
I'm trying. Give me this. Oh, I didn't have to do a battle royale there? Nice. I thought for sure I was going to have to do another one.
You find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though, if you don't mind.
Okay, so it seems like picking up the hard copy is what's going to take us to the next stage.
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes, I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages. Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probability.
This conversation's giving me a headache.
Which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
I mean, I wouldn't go as far as to say that Mr. Wick is taking advantage of people, but like, she makes a point. But at what point? What choice does he
Another
have?
Signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness.
I wonder if this is a short game. Because I'm back at the drive-in theater, and like everything has
The
gone
last
super
time
fast.
the man came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
All right, well, I think I have. I think. I just think lights out.
Ugh. Serena's probably out of her mind again. But I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back on.
Let's pick up this manuscript page.
To change the world, you must craft a blueprint for the new reality. Any work of art will do, as long as it's a genuine act of creation. That's what the energies of the dark place respond to. The results may be subtle and perplexing, or far-ranging and momentous. My area of expertise, the written word, gives much more precise results than music or interpretive dance would, for instance. But words can be extremely dangerous. What you define may become reality, but so can that which you imply, even if you don't realize you're doing so.
Yes, you just had that conversation with the good doctor. Alright, let's go talk with the lady zonked out of her mind.
You again?
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
Do you want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
Yeah, I'll just grab the keys.
I could be like your wife, little wifey, waiting at home for hubby. Or you could be the mailman, or the neighbor.
I'm already married to someone who isn't crazy, thanks. I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
Aww.
Look, I may or may not be back. I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on...
You should totally come see me. We could have fun. You know.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you should probably sit down.
You should sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
I don't want to be calm. I want to be nasty. I want to be nasty with you.
Yeah, okay.
You could do anything you want. You can use my...
Let's not even go there. I was hoping that you'd remember more, but I guess that was too much to ask.
Yeah, Mr. Wick, I don't know what you thought. She is too far gone to be anything other than horny. Ooh.
I was about to do the weather, but I see we have a caller. Hey, you're on the air with Eddie. What's up?
Hey, Eddie, it's Ricky. You talked about fate before. You think about that a lot?
Not a lot, to be honest, but I take it you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any conclusions you'd care to share, Ricky?
Well, we've got free will, right? That's in the Bible and everything.
Yeah, right, sure.
So free will, right? Am I right? I mean, if we can do what we want, how can there be fate? I mean, you don't know what's going to happen next, so there's no fate. There's just people doing stuff.
Well, I don't know, Ricky. I don't suppose you have considered the possibility that we're all here in the service of a greater purpose, incomprehensible to us,
and that what we take to be freedom is nothing more than the move of a pawn on some cosmic chessboard, limited in scope, subject to the whims of unseen
That just gave me
players,
goosebumps.
existing only for their entertainment.
or perhaps we're just a twisted
Reflection
of actual events that can happen elsewhere. Could it be that such is life in Night Springs?
Dude, what?
Food for thought, Ricky. Food for thought.
Okay, that was a little bit freaky. Yeah, I got goosebumps from that. That was genuinely unnerving hearing his voice transform from his normal voice into the Night Springs announcer. I keep forgetting I have this flare. Alright, but I think that'll be it for this episode. Next time we will finish up the drive-through again and see if we have to do another loop. I think I'm gonna have to do another loop, but we shall see, shan't we? So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all are enjoying this series. I apologize for the long in between the previous episode and this one. I will try not to have that happen again. But yeah, thank you again for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.